ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the Gameplays edition of Mario and Luigi Paper Jam. So in last episode, we finally explored the area beyond that wall, the green wall, and what we found was this little isolated, ruins type of area in which there was this pipe in the middle. You see the one in red? There's a pipe that leads underground that is covered by some kind of crystal that we need to vaporize. So going down these green pipes takes us to this subterranean area where we have to go through some kind of obstacle course to hit this big switch that will fire up a laser towards the direction of the crystal. Very much like one of the missions from Mario and Luigi Superstar Saga for the Game Boy Advance back in 2003. There was a mission in Woohoo University, or Hooniversity, I think it was called. I gotta double check on that name, by the way. Where we had to use, some kind of laser or sunbeam, whatever, to unlock a door, and in this case here we have to vaporize a crystal. So we just explored one area in the last episode. According to our map, there are two more areas, sort of forming a triangle. This green pipe here in the middle is where we came out from. This red pipe, as I said before, is where we need to go. There's an area, there's another pipe to the left, and then another pipe right above to the top left corner of the screen. So we're gonna head over to that part right now. In the meantime, we also discovered a new enemy in the last episode. This purple bat, I think it's called the Swooper. Paper Swooper, I should say. And they're pretty, they're not too bad. There's just so many of them, just like the piranha plants, so they're more of a nuisance. So in this case, this is our next shell that we need to open. We need to switch on so that we can have another laser beam on that crystal. Let's just defeat that enemy. Oh, they're sleeping. I've never seen that happen before. A cheap that's sleeping. We're using a lot. I really shouldn't be using special attacks for regular battles, but sometimes there are certain enemies that I just want to defeat that could give us some rewards, and I would like to do that very quickly. Oh, this one's angry. Uh-oh, uh-oh! Whoa! That has never happened before. That one just spontaneously combusted. I have no words for what just happened right now. I mean, other than, whoa. That shot Mario's HP down a ton. Oh. A little bit shell-shocked still with what happened with that battle. Transform enemies into mushrooms. I don't see why not. Let's see what this does. Okay, 3 mushrooms. We eliminate some enemies here. Let's flip this one over. We flip the card that grants star points. We're pretty good with star points right now. We haven't had to use much of our battle cards just yet, and now we have our deck reshuffled. Payback ware. Let's check that one out. Payback ware, it says, sometimes lets you deal equal damage to an enemy that damages you. Would boost our speed by 5 and defense by 9 points. For Luigi, that would greatly increase his defense. Alright, Payback ware. Okay, I think we've cleared all enemies in this part of the area. So, just like in the other cavern, subterranean cavern, there's a set of rings that we must clear. Now these rings here, this is another puzzle challenge. These rings sort of charge up the, our trio drill, and can launch us into different rings, or it could just knock us back to the ground again. Now there's only a certain time limit, as we saw in the last episode. We stayed in a ring far too long, and we almost couldn't make it. We have to be very quick in terms of our decision making. I think we must go up. There we go. Now, we got another set of rings to clear. If they're lying horizontal, we can't make it if we're going vertically. We must line up a vertical with a vertical and a horizontal with a horizontal. This is where we need to be on top to get that big switch again. There we go. All in one shot. That's 2 crystals now. I think we need a third one to entirely melt that. So we must go back upstairs. Head over to this side. Oops. That was massive right there. Oh. Probably why I've been using all these items, these brothers attacks so much, is just because, you know, you see there's 4 piranha plants. I'd rather defeat them all with a brothers attack like that. Not gonna bother to defeat that paper piranha plant. I would guess something would be here. I don't know. Let's go downstairs. Okay. Alright, now this seems to be a little bit more complicated. It looks like we're dealing with spider webs here. You can dash your way through spider webs. Ah, I see. Come on. Good. Rally belt. Okay, boosts power whenever you take damage from enemies, but it would lower Mario's defense. And it would lower all of Luigi's stats by 5. I would trade that in. So you can see we're right near the crystals. Let's see what this does. I believe this is going to be a time limit. Would there be a time limit? Yes, there might be a time limit. We have to pick the right path. Oh, I see what we should have done. We should have picked the least thickest web. "14 seconds left. Can we make it?" Got it! With less than a second remaining. What a close call that was. And finally, we have access to our third switch. And there you go. Alright, all our stats are stored. Alright, so what lies beneath this pipe that we've just uncovered? Well, I'm sorry to say, but you're gonna have to tune into the next episode of the Gameplays edition of Mario and Luigi Paper Jam. I hate to leave you all on a cliffhanger like this, but we're just approaching once again another 30 minutes, and I feel like this next area is going to be so significant that it's going to require an episode of its own. So just stay put, and episode 44 will be coming up next.